everyone, welcome to room 501. This is our transitional kindergarten classroom at Oak Valley Elementary School. And of course, this would be my classroom, Mrs. Alves' room. So as we walk on into my classroom, I'm just going to give you a general overview of my classroom. We have our word wall area. This is our interactive play area. Our classroom has a boys as well as a girls bathroom. If we were to leave this door, it would take us out to our own private playground area. Our technology area. And you can sort of see where each specific content area is sort of centered or focused at as I tour around my classroom, just so you have a general idea of my classroom. I bet you guys all really like my bright colors that my classroom is painted. Apparently, they didn't ask a teacher what colors the classroom should be painted. They asked the maintenance crew and they thought these colors looked really happy and cheerful. So that's how they made a decision on how to paint my classroom. I consider that very ironic because these colors are very disruptive and distractive, as we've talked about in our synchronized session. For my video today, I was going to focus on a few areas in my classroom. For example, how I display things in my classroom. I wanted to start off with my focus board up here. We are required to post our standards, learning goals, essential questions, and unit of study, so you can see that is posted and updated daily and weekly depending on what we're learning. I had to try to make it a little bit more TK friendly, which is why I have my board taped off and sectioned off on things that we're focusing on, such as letter and sound, sight words, our color words, and so forth. I also display our schedule up here. My schedule, I have some non-linguistic representations right next to the activity and time because our learners generally cannot read when they enter TK, so it's really important to have those pictures to help clue them in to learning a routine. At the beginning of the year, we really spend a lot of time using our schedule. So when I refer to an activity, I will literally go up to our schedule and point to the visual so that they can start to make the connections between what we are doing and what that visual looks like. So by the middle and end of the year, they truly have an understanding of our daily routine. I put magnets on the back of these cards so that I can change them out if our schedule does change and things go out of order on specific days. My next area is where we display our student work. I feel it's really important to make the learning environment represent our students. So my work is displayed on my back windows due to a lack of wall space. Most of my walls are cement, so it makes it pretty hard to actually post anything without using a hot glue gun. So my students' work is posted on the back windows attached to some ribbon, and each student generally has 3 pieces of work up, and I can change it out every few weeks, so it represents what we've currently done in the classroom. I like it on the back windows also because when people walk in, it's a really large focal point, so you can really see what we've been working on and learning in the classroom. The next aspect of my classroom I would like to talk about is my furniture. This is my first year at the school, and I had plenty of retired teachers in this classroom. So I spent most of my summer trying to clean and get rid of as much stuff as I could. So this year the furniture is not really what I want or where I want. It's been a good starting point, but you can see that the furniture in this classroom is not as student friendly as I would like it to be. So I have 4 kidney tables that are supposed to be used for centers. Myself and my aide are generally at one of those tables doing something with our groups, but a lot of times my students actually will be working on their center on the carpet area, or they're at the technology center, because generally they're doing hands-on activities and games, so there's not really a lot of space on the tables to be doing that. So they generally have their materials set up on the carpet area. As far as furniture and seating, I feel like it's too uniform with the tables and chairs that have been provided for my students. So I've been fundraising with several activities this school year. So over the summer I can purchase some more flexible seating, as well as some more flexible tables that are not so rigid and create these really structured boundaries in my classroom. I also would like to redo my interactive play area so I can add some more developmentally appropriate activities over here. I really want to add like a water bin area. I would like to also add some more dramatic play type stuff, like a puppet center and a few other activities. Most of my stuff is stored in bins that are open that the students can come grab things out of. Notice I have a lot of more masculine activities out. That is because I only have 2 girls in my class. So my boys would probably be rather mad if I just had babies out. So most of my stuff that is out is more masculine centered. I also store some of their toys and activities in the cabinets down here, and they know precisely where everything is located, because at the beginning of the year I've taught them how to get in and out of the cabinets and where their materials go. Notice how great they put things back sometimes. So this is supposed to be our puzzles cabinet, and you can see how well they put stuff away sometimes. So my cabinets are labeled. Over the summer I'm going to redo my labels and also add a non-linguistic representation, so there's an actual picture that matches the label. So that's one of my projects, to make the furniture and the display of my classroom materials a little bit more organized and student friendly. Lastly, I wanted to talk about my main materials that we use throughout the day. They are stored in this open shelf area. My students have been trained and taught procedures for how to get things out, how to take things and put them back, as well as where to find specific materials such as glue or their table bins that they put away at the end of the day when they're finished. We don't use scissors all the time, so my scissors are put away in a bin to where they can get them out when they do need them for a project. So most of my materials are stored over here so that they can get them out throughout the day, depending on the activity they may need them for. I really tried to use this area for most of my materials so that it's open and easy for students as well as myself to access throughout the day. So here's a little glimpse of how I display things in my classroom. my furniture as well as my scheduling. So this gives you a snapshot of my classroom. It's definitely not perfect, and I have a lot to do over the summer to get this to reflect my teaching style a little bit better. But I hope this gives you an idea of sort of what my learning environment is at this time. Thank you.